fans, fire, and now the final. I'm Stuart Hughes with an extended Bees Bulletin. It began with a lap of thanks to the Bees faithful and ended with a lap of honour and adulation. In between, for more than 4,000 at the Brentford Community Stadium and countless more around the world, an intense, emotional and heart-stopping match we won't forget. The biggest crowd so far at Lionel Road heeded Thomas Frank's call to make it a hostile environment for Bournemouth as we secured our place in the playoff final for a second successive year. There was a season's worth of drama in one afternoon. Here's how it all unfolded.
Brentford have got one mission. Football next week, just down the road, Wembley Stadium. Pinnock heads it back into the mix. Pontus Jansson's under that. Brentford appealing for a penalty. Nothing given. And Dan Juma is free up front and he's racing through. Massive moment in the game for Dan Juma. Scores! Incredible. Brentford had moved up and Dan Juma with the first opportunity for Bournemouth on 6 minutes races through, passes it under David Raya into the back of the net, and Bournemouth lead by 2-0 in the tie. It's going to be a Brentford throw. And here is Dalsgaard into the box. Tony, a little bit wide for Emiliano, who sets it up. Was that handball? They're appealing for handball. I think it's a penalty. It is a penalty. Ivan Toney gets a chance here to get Brentford right back in the tie. Yeah. Kelly's the man. It hit his hand, and it's the assistant on this near side who gives the decision, and rightly so, I think, Charlie.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it was a great little ball in. Ivan touched around the corner, put him a little bit wide, but Emiliano was very clever in trying to just dink it rather than smash it across the goal, knowing that the defender was going to go to ground, and he's gone to ground, arms up. Is it in an unnatural position? Listen, it's hit his hand at the end of the day, and yeah, look, it's 100%. It's a penalty, and you know, this is without doubt his biggest penalty of the season coming up.
Ivan Toney, can he keep up this record? What pressure on the man now? Lionel Road silent, up he comes, and he scores! He always scores! Brentford are back in it! The roof comes off Lionel Road! Carter Vickers with his arms round Tony, not enough to get the decision. Janelle helps it upfield, Mepham under pressure, and Mepham through! Mepham's off! Mepham goes here! Red card! Bournemouth are down to 10! The former Brentford player, well, he slipped, and Mbeumo tried to stay on his feet. And Mbeumo, well, he has gone to ground in the end, tried to stay on his feet. It was a great chance if he had done, but no doubts about the decision. Chris Mepham sees red, and Bournemouth down to 10. What a different tie it is now, Charlie.
Listen, even the best players, you know, top players in the Championship, you know, once they let the ball bounce and give a forward a chance, you're asking for trouble, and I don't know what he's thinking there.
Okay, 45 minutes to go. How many of these fans? Come on! Red card!
In goes Mbeumo. It's going to break to Jensen. First time ball into the box. It's going to be Janelle who tries a shot. Oh, yes!
There it is!
What a goal! The German puts Brentford back on level terms. Unexpected as the ball was played back across by Jensen. And then he's floated into the far corner, out of the reach of Asmir Begovic, and Brentford get the goal they needed right at the start of the second half.
Oh, that's exactly what we wanted, to start straight away like this. It was a great little bit of play, first initial ball forward, and it's good defending by Lloyd Kelly to start off with, but then Jensen, great first time cross back in, and as Janelt's come onto it, he's opened his body up here. May took a slight deflection, but take away nothing from the finish. It's an absolute guided with perfection into that far corner. Game on.
Jensen once more, right into the path of Dalsgaard, 30 yards outside the penalty area. So looking for force there, comes down to Emiliano, tries a cut, there it is!
There he is!
There it is! It's Marcus Forss with the goal! They race down to the far side, And there's Marcus Forss celebrating with the Bees fans, with all the players. Is that the goal that sends Brentford to Wembley?
It's fantastic finish, his movement, his awareness. One thing we know that Marcus Forss can do is put the ball in the back of the net. When he gets those opportunities, he takes them, and it's fantastic for him.
Billing looking to take the throw for Bournemouth. The whistle's going round Lionel Road. They believe it's full time. Pinnock, ball wouldn't quite come down for him. Plays the ball up in the air. Jonathan Woodgate catches it. He looked to take it quickly, and that's time. Brentford celebrate. Lionel Road erupts. The fans bouncing around. It's been the perfect day here. So much joy out there this afternoon from all the fans who've been fortunate enough to be here. Then everyone listening and watching around the world will be loving this moment as Hey Jude breaks out in the background. Charlie McDonald, how good is this?
Thoroughly deserved. Fantastic day for Brentford Football Club and all them players out there. You've got to remember, you know, they've come into this game a goal down. They've lost Rico in the week. They've lost Norgard in the warm-up. You know, changes have been made. They've lost a goal early on from an attacking set piece that ends up being a goal, and then the character and resilience and the way they took the game to Bournemouth after that has been absolutely fantastic, and it's another day out at Wembley to look forward to.
It was an unforgettable afternoon for every single Bees fan, and for Ivan Toney and Thomas Frank, speaking to Sky Sports.
It's crazy, you see what I mean? So all of us, the fans, it wouldn't have been done without the fans. I've always said that, and I keep saying it. They're the 12th man, and that's what we need behind us. And I'm sure with that, going into the final, gives us a great chance. There's no pressure, I never feel pressure. When I'm in front of the goal, there's no pressure. What you got to do is pass into the goal like I've been doing. So that's my job, and it paid off in the end. I felt like they didn't really have a clear chance other than the goal. And the main thing was believing, and we kept believing even when they scored. And we fully deserved it. I can't say no more.
This is what sport and especially football are capable of doing. The emotions inside my body is crazy. For the fans, for everyone involved, us born with both sides, it was an insane game, I must say. Crazy. If I should praise someone first, it must be the fans. What an atmosphere. Unbelievable. It was 4,000, it sounds like 40,000. You know, I talked about before the game, we need to hit a top performance. The fans 100% hit a top performance. And then after a minor mistake, we grew into it. And I think we fully, of course, deserved won the game.
In the coming weeks, cynics and naysayers will refer endlessly to our infamous form in the biggest games when the pressure hits its peak. We can silence them once and for all against Swansea at Wembley next Saturday. That's your Bees Bulletin. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts from, or listen through your smart speaker or on Spotify. And in the run-up to the playoff final, get all the latest Brentford news first and fast by following Bees Bulletin on Facebook and Twitter.